Alrighty, everybody. Give me just 1 second here. We always have to do it this way, so 1 second, and here we go. There we go. Hey there, Robert. How's it going? Hello, Ashley. How are you doing? Okay. Just getting things set up here. There we go. Hopefully you guys saw kind of what we're going to be doing here. It's going to be a little bit different, but I feel like it can be good. Good different, not bad different. I think. I mean, we'll see. We'll see kind of where it goes. But how is, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just was kind of taking it easy today. Was thinking I wasn't going to do a live, but here we are. So, yeah, everything's going well. Getting stuff going here. So, here's kind of what we're going to do, okay? This is hard for me to explain. If you guys are having trouble understanding what I'm saying, I wrote down in the description kind of what it is we're going to be doing moving forward here. And yeah, you guys can check that out and then let me know what you think of that. But essentially what it's going to be is right here. Hey there, Poppy. My day's going great. I hope yours has too. Let me know how it's been going. But right here, so $4.99, 1 question plus 2 free reading, 2 card readings for others. So essentially it's going to go like when you guys pay for a reading, other people get free readings on the side once I finish your reading. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing here. Depending on how much people donate and how this is going, we could actually have quite a bit more coming in and quite a few more people. And it's a 2 card reading instead of just a 1 card. And I'll try to give you guys more details with that. So it may seem like it's a little bit of a kind of hard to understand at first, but I can promise you it will work out. And for the $10 readings, people will get 5 free readings. So, and this will go for people that can't pay, and this will also give people more insight for the ones that can't pay. So, yeah. And while we're waiting for our first donation to come in here, I will do, hey there, Angela, how you doing? We're waiting for our first donation to come in. I will do this. We'll look at the day. Well, we'll look at the week ahead. We'll look at Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I don't know why we skipped Tuesday there for a second, but yeah, so let me do that. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Like I said, read the description if what I said didn't make sense. It's kind of wordy and long-winded, but that's why it says share the love up here and stuff like that. So that's what we're trying to do here. Alrighty. Okay, let's do this here and see what we can come up with. So how is Monday going to be going for, let's do Aries, right? Aries is the first one, then Aquarius. Give me a second here. No, Aquarius is first. Aquarius is first. I had to recite the alphabet in my head. I got it. Aquarius is first. So let's look at Aquarius for... Let's do 2 cards for Aquarius, and then we'll do 2 cards for Aries. So let's see what we can come up with here. Alrighty. One more shuffle here. Okay. Alright, Aquarius. We have this going on for Aquarius. So... we have 6 of 1. You know what, though? You know what? Let's do this. And then let me get to this one here. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong one. That one. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, Angela just did 10. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do this here. Let's get rid of this. So now that's 5 people that get free readings after I do Angela's readings. So that's a 2-questioner for Angela, and then you guys get 5 places. So who wants to be placed on the list for the free readings? And then Angela, you get 2 questions and you get a lot more cards than the free ones get, obviously. But thank you, Angela, so much for doing the 10. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, you're the first on the list, Angela. And let's just go into your questions and then we'll go from there. All right, so 5 people can be placed on the free list. So you guys let me know when you come in here and we can go from there. 5 people. Let me do this here. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So, Angela, what kind of questions do we have? What are we wondering about? And thanks again for the donation. Oh, let me do this here too. So, let's do this one. Nope. There we go, and let's change this one to... No, let's do this one. Hey there, Fairy Wish. Yes, I can add you. There we go. Give me 1 second here. Just trying to get that organized. Yes, Poppy, you can be added to the free list. Okay, so we have Fairy Wish and Poppy. Fairy Wish, Poppy. Hey there, Elizabeth. How's it going? You're welcome, Fairy Wish, and you are welcome, Poppy. Yes, Angela was the one that made that possible to do it that way, so yes, thank her because she definitely made that happen. All right. I am doing good, Elizabeth. Hopefully it's going good for you. So Fairy Wish, you're number 1 on the free list. I'm doing really good, Angela. Elizabeth, I'm doing really good. And Angela, I'm doing really good too, in case you were wondering. But let's hear your questions, Angela, and then we can go from there. And then Fairy Wish will be the first on the free list, and then Poppy. There we go. Okay. Okay, Angela. Okay, you and Steven have reconnected. He apologized for his parts that he played. Will we continue to be cool? He deployed as well at the end of last month. Deployed, you mean like military? Is that what I'm taking that to mean? Okay, let me look here. All right, so let's look at Angela and Steven's connection here. And you know the deal, Angela. I'll do some cards, and then okay. I'm gonna do some cards, and then we are going to look at what we can find. And I may connect with your energy in a psychic way. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, so let me do this. Perfect. Okay, so from Elizabeth's donation for $11.99, that's going to be 6 free spots. So far there's 9 spots left that can be filled for the free list. And thank you so much, Elizabeth. Let's do that here. Awesome. Thank you, Angela. Okay, so you'll be after Angela, Elizabeth, and again, thank you. Okay, there we go. Now we have 9 people. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, that's right. We have 9 people left. Okay, so I'll do this. Well, thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Yes, Courtney. I'm sorry, guys. It always takes me a minute. But we're going to be looking at Angela's question here. Yeah, Courtney, you're on the free list. So we have 8 spots left. Okay. You're number 3 on the free list, Courtney. Let's see what we can do here for Angela. Okay. Let's try another one here. Let's do another shuffle. This may be unusual, but we're going to do even another shuffle here. So we're going to go for a triple shuffle doodler. No. Okay. Saw this. Actually, a lot came out with this card. Got the tingles, which is interesting. I'll explain what that means. And I will show you the card. But a lot of times I let the cards kind of go back in the deck. This one doesn't want to go back in the deck, so I'm keeping this one out. I'm going to shuffle the rest of these. And let's see what we can come up with here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yes, this one's Trixie. She is the cutest one. She is, I call her Water Baby because that's what she wants. She doesn't meow for treats. She doesn't meow for food. When you get her fresh water, she gets so excited. She loves water. And it's super cute, but it's a little strange. Anyway, okay, so here's what I've got. Very first thing I heard, Angela, when I was tuning into this was, okay. So I get a sense here, actually, let me do this. I get a sense here of, I'm hoping this works out for you. It's something you're wanting to work out, which I can understand. And if Stephen admitted and hopefully being deployed, having these things happen, hopefully this person can change in what they're doing. I'm getting a sense that, Stephen can be, I heard the words mania. So I'm wondering if there's kind of a mood disorder. I'm not sure with Stephen or what's going on, or maybe it's just like quick moving energy that I could get, but it's like a very fast moving energy. So hopefully the reconnection was a slow process. It wasn't something that was guilted on or made you feel like you had to take them back. I'm hoping it was something that was more of a smooth process. But I get these cards here. I get Page of Pentacles. Okay. I get 5 of Wands in reverse. I get 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Now, let's do this. I'll show you these other 2 cards. We also get 2 other page cards. We get the Page of Swords and the Page, we get the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Okay. Now, perfect. He didn't rush anything. I like that. Awesome. Awesome. That's a good start. That's a really good start. I just like to cover my bases here. So when I see this, because we have page energy here, and we have 3 page cards, okay? These 3 page cards are all starting something. He sent you money, surprisingly. Well, that could be why we have the Page of Pentacles and this stuff here. So that's good. It sounds to me like he knows you're a good connection or a good catch at this point. When I see the page cards here, they're not in reverse, so that's good. If you guys can work through the past issues, I feel like it could be a good connection. There's an if and a but with this, though. I'm hoping that he knows, Angela, that you are the one in charge of this more than anything. Like, you get to say what goes and what doesn't. That would be the only stipulation I would have in this kind of thing. But when I see the Page of Pentacles, I see the Page of Wands, and I see the Page of Swords, it's trying to start something new, trying to start a new connection, but it's trying to start something new financially, mentally, and trying to start something new maybe creatively or passions or hobbies or interests. So it feels like this person's gone through some sort of transformation, I would think. But take action for what it is. Don't take words to mean anything with this person at this point in time. Action is going to be the things that mean more to you than anything else, okay? If this person promises something, don't get excited and get carried away. Wait until the promise is fulfilled and they do it repeatedly, and then you can start trusting their word. I do get these cards, though, okay? So we had the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and we had the 5 of Wands in reverse, okay? This could be someone who... it still feels like there could be, like, no, it's not closed, Padma. I can put you on the list here. Okay. He seems to really be trying. Good. So, you're number 4 on the list, Padma, on the free list, but we have a few people ahead of you on the paid, well, a couple people ahead of you on the paid list, and then, yeah. Okay, so let me do this. So he's been trying, and that's good. That's going to be the main thing, is that if you see the person's trying, or you see that there's something going on there that... Let me do it that way. There we go. That's going to be good, but again, actions speak louder than words. These two being in reverse could be going through a hard time financially. If I see the Page of 8 of Pentacles in reverse, or maybe this person's looking where to put their money, or they're looking where to start something. If you guys do get in little arguments and squabbles, hopefully you guys can talk things out. You guys can communicate. That's going to be the main thing that'll make this relationship work right now, is you guys need to talk things out and be able to communicate to each other exactly what's going on. And on his part as well, there needs to be some sharing for that kind of stuff too. So it can't be one-sided, obviously, Angela. It has to be something that's I have a hard time with this word. Reciprocated. There we go. So it looks okay to me. I'm going to draw another card here, though, just for the overall energy. How is the connection between Angela and Stephen? Okay. Let's do a couple more shuffles of these. Let's look at that. One more shuffle here. I like the heart with the little white plus in it. I like it. There is an emoji for everything, it seems like. Okay, so overall energy of this connection. Okay, exactly what I said. Make sure that the person, if they make promises, there's action, and they're moving towards that. I drew this one up right. Honestly, this is the best reading I've ever got from Stephen. I'll tell you that right now, Angela, because we've had some readings. I'm all for giving people second chances if you feel like they deserve it, right? That's your call. If you feel like it's up, And so if there's been apologies, if things have been moving, it's looking good, right? Just make sure that communication doesn't break down. Make sure that things are on the up and up, and make sure to check in with each other to see where you guys are at. Other than that, it's looking good. I see it as being a good connection, at least for right now. It's looking good. Just like I said, take their actions to mean something. Don't take the words or the promises to mean anything. This person has a ways to go before they can be, in my opinion, redeemed, right? So that's what I'm seeing there, Angela. Does that make sense to you? This is one of the better readings we've had. There's no major arcana in reverse. It does look like there can be squabbles, and there can be power struggles every now and again, but ultimately it's looking like he's trying, which is good. So, yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad that made sense, because, yeah. Ultimately, I'm thinking it'll be good. Why did I get rid of that? I can do that. Hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. Let me see what you said here. You said, yeah, I've really noticed it with him, even since he's been gone so far. Good, because you said that he left at the end of the month. He got deployed. That's good. I'm going to temper expectations here and just say this, right? The work with this really needs to be done. It really... Hold on. Thought I heard something. Okay. Yeah, just take it for what it is. Take it by each day and see where things are going. And in a lot of ways, Angela, I would... If they're being good right now, don't say this. But if they start to act up, be like, this is kind of hanging by a thread. Make sure that in this relationship, you have the power, right? That's the main thing that I want you to have, because you have that permission to have the power. Are you still doing therapy as well, Angela? Hopefully. I know not everyone can afford it, so it makes it kind of a difficult thing, but if it's possible for you, that's going to be helpful too. Awesome, Padma. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And Elizabeth, I love your channel, Chance. The way you've cultivated shows in the people who regularly visit all the way. Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. And we'll get things going even more so in the future. And you're still going. Good, Angela. Good. Okay, then. Honestly speaking, this is one of the better ones for you. Really. Minor struggles financially, maybe power struggles with this person. But as long as you guys can talk things out, perfect. That's all that matters. Communication is key. Okay, let's do that for Angela. Let's do a general. And then we're on to Elizabeth. And then if no one else comes in and pays, we're on to the free readings. And we have 4 people so far on the free readings. Okay. General for Angela. Let's look. Actually, let's get these cards out. These... I call them the round bastards right here. And we'll see what we can get from these round bastards. Right, Trixie? Trixie? Hey? Nope? All right. That's no good. General reading. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. Do a couple more. General reading for Angela. I'm just going to draw 1 card from these round ones, just because they're not a traditional deck, but they should be able to give us insights into what's going on. So what's going on for Angela in a general sense that she needs to know, or that's coming up for her soon. Last shuffle. There we go. put that one down. We'll look at it in just a second. I'm going to shuffle these cards here. Okay, here we go. Man, that's a lot of power. That is a lot of power there. I'll show you here, Angela, in just a second. And then we got this card here. Yeah, and I'm getting the tingles again here. Okay, so the very first card we get, the overall energy card that I'm seeing here, is this one. This one is the... Yes, it is. It is the archetype deck, Elizabeth. Good eye. This one here is the Mystic. This is, to me, this is a really powerful card. And I was thinking of your more spiritual journey, because it feels to me like that's something that you come back to time and time again. I'm wondering if your abilities have increased, or if your sense of... if that has increased. Hey there, Nina, how's it going? Yes, I know I'm on an extra day. I know. I'm surprised too. But here I am. Hopefully, Nina, you've had a good day so far. But, yeah, I'm wondering if your psychic ability or if your spiritual senses have been increasing, because that to me is something that I feel like is going on. Something that I can feel right now, because I got the Mystic card. I get the tingles, right? Awesome, it's been good. Hey there, Jason. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm sure Jason wants a reading. So we have 6 spots left after Jason's reading. Okay. Well, I feel like, Angela, your spiritual abilities are going to increase. It's up to you if you're wanting them, right? It's up to you if you're wanting that. But I do feel like they're going to be increasing. The cards that we get here are these. We have the Strength card and the Sun. Okay, that's the Strength card and the Sun right there. And we have this Lion or this Leo energy. And the Sun can also be Leo as well. It's a powerful, powerful energy that I feel like is coming on here. And especially with the Sun card, very, very strong, very powerful, very prolific. Things will be revealed to you, and I feel like things are going to start moving better in your direction. It could be financially. It sounds like relationship-wise as well, but it just feels like things are going to start getting better for you, because I feel like you've been doing work on yourself, and you've been tackling the tougher issues. You've been trying to focus on how you can develop as a person, what you can do, and I feel like that's going to be the biggest thing for you. We get these 2 cards too. We also get another major arcana. We get the Hermit in reverse, and then we get the 7 of Wands, okay? The 7 of Wands in reverse, to me, is a card of... It can kind of be a card of like you're walking away from something. However, when it's like this, to me, it sounds like you're standing your ground and you're getting ready to face whatever needs to be faced. I don't feel like it's overly negative, but it feels like the you that was last year wouldn't be able to handle the things that you're handling now. It feels like there's more of an emotional maturity with you, more of a spiritual maturity. And I'm hearing the words currently. So it feels to me like you've done a lot of work, and if you compared yourself now to who you were back then, it would be leaps and bounds. But when we are ourselves, we don't see the small steps that we take towards becoming a better person over time. We don't see that. We just see who we are in the moment. We don't know who we were back then, and we don't really know how to compare. But I'm telling you right now, Angela, you've been doing a good job. The Hermit in reverse, okay, that's what it looks like upright. And when it's in reverse, I'm going to say there could be a part of you that is wanting to, maybe you're wanting to do something, like maybe there's a trip planned, or maybe there's something that's going to be going on in your life, or maybe you could even be forced into feeling like you have to do something with someone. if you're in a situation where you're feeling like you have to be dragged out of the house or it's a forceful situation, stand up for yourself and say what's going on. If there is anything like that, I feel like you've gotten better with boundaries. I feel like you've gotten better with telling people how you feel. There can still be a part of you that feels guilty, though, in doing that. And keep practicing that. Keep practicing that as time goes on, because that's going to be where your power lies, right? We use our words to speak our lives into manifestation. We use our words to make the next steps. And especially how we communicate with ourselves and with other people is going to be very important with how the universe gives us what we need back, okay? So this looks good to me, honestly speaking. If you're wanting to develop psychically, it's going to be there. But if it's something you're feeling apprehension on, it can be waiting in the corner, right? You don't need to feel like you have to develop or do anything. I'm letting you know there's a possibility. If you want to go down that road, go for it. But you are never being forced. Spirit never forces us to go down any path. When you're ready, you're ready. And if you're not ready in this life, maybe the next one or the one after that. There isn't a rush with any of this stuff, but it's there if you need it, right? Lots of Leo energy, lots of power. In fact, there's almost orange or red in every single one of these cards, or yellow. And so to me, there's a lot of power coming from here. And the solar plexus area is going to be the stomach. It's going to be around the stomach area, a little bit above the belly button, about the size of a baseball, I would say. And it's this yellow energy, and it generally looks like you can imagine it like a tiny sun that's in your body, and that's how it's represented as energy. It usually represents fire as its element, and it represents willpower and purpose and promise. And it shows someone who's starting to develop a stronger sense of self, who's starting to develop these stronger things. It feels to me, Angela, like you've been going through a dark night of the soul. You've been going through these difficult situations, but now I'm getting a sense of swift energy, swift movement, things moving forward for you in a better way. Honestly speaking, I feel like this is a pretty good reading for you. Just make sure that you don't let other people try to twist your emotions or try to make you feel bad or guilty about anything that you're feeling, because that's how you're feeling, okay? And that's important. That's always valid. Even if you think it's stupid, even if whatever, how you're feeling is valid to you, okay? And other people should respect that. But that's what I'm seeing here, and this looks good. Honestly, this looks good. And if this isn't where you're at now in your life, it will be very soon, because this is a good reading. Lots of power here. Does that make sense, Angela? Okay, 1 second here. Perfect. I haven't seen you on here in a while. I hope, I really do hope besides that everything else is going well. And I mean, it seems like that's going well too, so I hope things continue to go well. I think it will be. I really do. Hold on 1 second. Give it time and let things come to you the way that they need to. Don't try to force anything. We've talked about it before, Angela. Don't force a fart. You're going to shit yourself. Instead, go to the bathroom first, and then don't force. Just allow things to go. Allow things to just easily come to you. It's always bathroom humor with me, and I'm sorry about that. But that's how I roll. You felt more connected with Stephen this time he was. Awesome. There we go. We have got a double scoop of poop from Nina, which is good. I appreciate that. Super duper pooper scooper from Nina. All right. So, you enjoy my dad/bathroom humor. My dad room humor and my bath dad humor is also very good. You guys don't get to see that side of me, though. Gotta be naked from up here, from like here up, in order to get to that. Oh, we got a cat. We got a cat. Explaining the dreams times, and they were the same time as mine. Awesome. I don't. Hold on. My lights right now are on. This is what it looks like when they're off. It's very blue where I'm at. Then we turn them on. Whoa! Did you see how wide I am? Did you look at that? The camera couldn't even see me there for a second. I go out. The sun has to wear sunscreen for me. It has to put on some Chance PF to try to do that. Oh, my wall lights. Yes. Yes. My fairy lights. By the way, the fact that you call them fairy lights is amazing. Right, okay. I did that. I turned those ones off because the camera kept focusing on the lights in the back, and it kept, what do you call it? Like,
I don't know what that means. If you like, I can search the web for. I did that because the camera kept focusing on the lights in the back, and I kept.
Siri, no, I'm good, thanks. Go away. Of course. Can't tell you how many times I've asked Google for something, and I get a weird, yeah, that was Siri on that one, and then it just gives me this whole list of text. It's like, I can't tell you about that. It's like, I'm not asking. Calm down. But that's awesome, Angela. That's good. That's really good. I'm thinking things are going to go well for you, even more so. And hello there, Roberto. Let's do this here. So I'm going to go to Elizabeth's questions now. But thank you, Angela, for coming on here and for the donation. I appreciate that. And hopefully that did help to answer your questions. All right. So from here on out, guys, I'm thinking we're going to do a schedule. I'm going to do the 6 o'clock time again. And we're going to go until about 9 or 10 at night, so 3 to 4 hours. And we're going to be doing that Tuesday to Friday. And so that will kind of be the new schedule. Basically the same as the old one, but I'm not going on Mondays. I'm going to do Tuesday through Friday, so hopefully that helps. And then I'll do this right here. And there we go. There it is. No, you didn't miss your turn. We're on to Elizabeth right now. Nope, that's not what I meant to put. That's what I meant to put. We're on Elizabeth right now, Fairy Wish, and then it will be your turn. There we go. Okay. Hit me with your best shot, Elizabeth. I do believe well, let me see here really quick. Be typing your question or questions, and let me look at something here. All right, come on now. Let's, okay, so we can do that for you, so yes. Okay, question 1. I genuinely want to give my old friend a second chance, and we had a really earnest talk. I don't want to ask about what'll happen, as I feel I want to let go of control in that aspect. But what can I do to keep this relationship healthy on your end? And that's the whole thing, Elizabeth, is that it's going to be what can I do on my end, right? Because we can't control people and the outcomes in that way. I mean, we could, but then we're getting into some shit you shouldn't be messing with. So let's just say we can't and call it good. All right. So what can Elizabeth do in this situation to keep this relationship healthy on their end? Oh, thank you, Roberto. Awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, so that just... All right. Perfect. So... And thank you so much, Roberto. You'll be after Elizabeth here. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so let's do, I had 6 left, and then with that, so let's do this. And then let me do this really quick. Okay, Nina. I'll actually do it this way because I put Robert down as a free one, and so now we'll have 12 spots here. Okay, see that right there, guys? We're already at a spot here where basically anyone that comes in for the foreseeable maybe hour, 2 hours, I think we'll be able to do readings for everybody. As long as we stay. And thank, well, Nina, it wasn't too long of a break, was it? I missed it too, so it'll be good to be back. Yeah, so let's do this here. What can Elizabeth do on their end to keep things good? And we'll look at that one too, Elizabeth. The dream part is always interesting to me. That might be when we have to look at things a little psychically. Okay. But yeah, everyone on the free list, please thank Angela, Elizabeth, and Roberto for being donators. Because of them, you guys get to have free readings. So, round of applause goes to them. Let's do this here. Alrighty. Let's get it going. What can Elizabeth do on her end to keep the relationship as healthy as possible? No, you're good. You're good. Elizabeth, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You're just fine. One of the questions, actually, normally my 2-question thing that I've got, give me 1 second here. I think you actually gave me more than I usually ask for, Elizabeth, and you paid for a time frame question. You paid for 2 time frame questions, but neither of these have time frames. So I can actually just put the extra little bit into doing some psychic stuff, so don't worry about that at all. Let's see. Right, and let me shuffle these archetype cards. We can read those. The psychic ones aren't too bad on the energy. It's the mediumship ones, the energy healing ones, those ones, well, I don't do mediumship on here, but the energy healing part and stuff like that, that can be draining. That can be draining. Psychic, though, isn't too bad. Okay. Hey there, goodest boy, how are you doing? Yes, it does. It does. So how it works, guys, and then I'm going to get to Elizabeth's reading here. How it works is if you cannot do, let's see. If you can't do Cashapp or you can't do PayPal, you can do Super Chat. Or if it's more convenient for you to do Super Chat, you can do Super Chat. Yes, it does count as a donation. I do make less off of that, just so you guys are aware, but I'll take whatever we can. Yeah, we're on donations. If you guys see this at the bottom, if you see a name at the bottom like that, we're on donations. Okay. But yeah, Goodest Boy, you can feel free to donate if you want. Okay. That's interesting. Hey there, Ravenwind. How are you doing? Okay, so here's what we got, Elizabeth. We have the box in reverse. Good to see you too, Raven. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do another 5. Okay, that is actually the way I had it before. Let's do that. Perfect. Sorry guys if I seem like I'm a little bit everywhere. I'm trying this new format out. There we go. Perfect. Let's do that. Your name is Henry, by the way. I'm so glad you told me what your name is, because if I have to call you the Goodest Boy over and over, ooh, corn on the cob enchiladas. That sounds good. Sounds good. But Henry, I'll try and remember Henry. Okay. I may call you the Goodest Henry a few times, but eventually that'll change. You can reprimand me. So we have the box in reverse. We have 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And so I'm going to be reading Elizabeth, and then it's Roberto, and then it will be your turn, Mr. Henry. So 10 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Wands. The Goodest Henry. That's how it's going to be. You guys are making me hungry for enchiladas. I did have some really good tacos, though, before I came on. King of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. So essentially, Elizabeth, every card except the 9 of Wands is in reverse. 9 of Wands is a card that can be dealing with hardships. So I'm going to say it like this. You can do as much as you can on your end that you can do right now. It shouldn't be anything that you have to strain for, that you have to try for. On their end, on the other person's end, they need to make it up to you. And I kind of want you to have a snobby attitude about that. You said you had an earnest talk with this person. As long as those conversations, the earnest talks and things like that keep happening, I don't see anything wrong with that situation. But if it's a situation here, because we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, there could be someone who is a difficult kind of team player, right? This person, maybe they want to do the best they can. Maybe they want to do that, but there's behaviors and ways they act that need to be, taken back a little bit. This person needs to be drawn back a little bit to where they can heal. So if you feel like they're on their healing journey and you feel like they're doing the best they can, great. But if you feel this person is regressing, do not go down with them. That's the only bit of advice I have. You can make friends with whoever, but make sure that you protect your own energy and your boundaries, because that's important. Now, we have 9 of Wands, okay? King of Pentacles in reverse, and the 2 of Wands. Now, is this a Taurus individual that you were talking about? Because I'm pretty sure you said you know a lot of Tauruses. Which, by the way, you're welcome. Tauruses are awesome. I'm one of them. That's why I can say that. You're testing running, as the kids say. Ah, the youth. Okay. So, the April 28th man. Yes. That's me. And that's him, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe his name is ChanceMadsen. If so, that would be weird. An odd name choice, but it's like Reverso World over there. So here's what I got. King of Pentacles, 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay? King of Pentacles in reverse. We basically have Santa Claus with a wolf. When it's in reverse, though, Santa's not too happy about that wolf. I'll put it like this. you're going to be dealing with someone who is still young, who's still going to be struggling with their sense of identity. And because they're going to be struggling with their sense of identity, there's going to be times where it's in and out, in and out. And when I say that, I mean the energy. I feel like they're going to give you energy, they're going to take it back, they're going to give you energy, take it back. This person still has to verify their own identity. Hey there, Charlene, how is it going? And because of that, because this person still needs to verify their own identity, the best thing I can give you, Elizabeth, is your mental health is your number one priority. If this person steps out of line in any way, tell them how you feel. Do not hold anything in, okay? If this friendship is going to work, you need to say exactly how you feel, when you feel it, and if they have a problem with it, oh well, your mental health is more important. And you need to show that you're standing up for yourself and you're not going to take any bullshit. Because this person knew the you before that would take bullshit. And so now that you have this new sense of newfound strength, this new kind of energy that you have, these new boundaries, you need to enforce those boundaries as often as you can. And that's going to be something I feel like is absolutely going to be good for you. I don't know if they're here, Padma. I haven't seen them the last couple times, and I told them I wasn't going to go live on Friday, so you never know, though. Oh, thank you so much, Charlene. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have this pesky habit of wanting to live and buy food and stuff. I need to get over that, but it's just so hard. I get hungry at night. But every 3 days I get to eat, so that's good. That's better than once a week, so. But that's what I'm seeing here, Elizabeth. Control your boundaries. That's the main way you can keep it as a healthy relationship. I did have a dream with you in it once, and we were riding a double-decker bus, and I was walking on a boardwalk. There was an odd dream. Never told you because I was like, never dream of people like that. I've been on a double-decker bus, and it was when I was in Ireland. I wonder if maybe you were picking up on that experience, because I was in Ireland. I went on a double-decker bus. I was sick as a dog. I was sick in multiple ways when I went to Ireland because I was going to teach a class on astral projection, and that should be something I do more on this channel because we can do... Anyway, I feel like I'm getting off topic. I'm going to look at your second question, Elizabeth, but yeah, absolutely keep your boundaries 1,000%. The boundaries are the most important thing, okay? Oh, it's a gorgeous country. It's a gorgeous country. We got to stay, me and some other people, because I was teaching a class there. First time I got to do that, but we got to stay in a mansion that was built in the 1700s, and it was amazing. It was amazing to stay in a mansion that was built in that time, and they had all these old paintings and the furniture, like everything was very, very cool. And I was taking a shower in one of the rooms, and one of the people, Jingfa, was out in the courtyard doing Tai Chi with a bunch of people, like moving energy, doing that whole thing. And I step out of the shower not knowing that the window was open right there. And I'm telling you right now, luckily they were facing the other direction because they would have gotten a full eye thing of me just going like this, looking down and being like, oh shit. Because I remember going like this and covering myself and backing away from the window like, man, someone was turned around, they would have gotten a show. Anyway, but it was an awesome time to go there. Ireland is gorgeous. I'd like to go again, I just wouldn't want to be sick. Yeah, that was... Luckily no one saw anything. But it was fun. I got to meet the guy that, one of the inventors of binaural beats. So Tom Campbell was one of the people that helped develop binaural beats. He was a NASA engineer, and he became someone who was like a consciousness explorer now. And he's got a huge book called Tom Campbell's, he calls it Big Toe, right? And that's funny, and it's got a little toe on the front of the book, but it's Tom Campbell's big theory of everything. And he talks about things from an energetic perspective versus from a science perspective, but he's got both. That's a good question. That's a good question. I've never been more confused than when I was in Ireland. As soon as you go to a new place, you get that culture shock, right? And I was talking to people, and man, I'm telling you, I could not understand anything they were saying. And the one guy, I get out of the airport and I'm wondering where I need to go. And he just keeps muttering. So when it's your turn, Henry, you can ask 2 questions. So the 1099 can do 2 questions for you. So hopefully that works for you. Because it's usually $4.99 a question, but then you're also, we have 17 spots available for free people, but they're not as in-depth as the questions that you guys get to ask, because you pay for readings, so it's a little more in-depth. But yeah, I couldn't understand anything people were saying for the longest time. Took me, I think, 3 days to basically understand the language. Wasn't it 3? So let me look and see. I think it's 2, but let me look. I'm more than welcome to look. Yes, I know I have to check my own prices, but let me look and make sure. Oh, you're right. You are right, it was 3. Okay, that is my bad. You're right, Henry. I'm going to change that in the future to 2 questions, because that's a little easier for me. But you are absolutely right, Henry. You will get 3 questions. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. Okay, so I'm going to look at the second question here. Is it okay if I connect with your energy, Elizabeth? Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Never question. Hey, it kind of is though, Henry. It kind of is my fault. I set my own prices. Screwed myself over on that one. It's okay. I was changing a bunch of stuff today. Completely forgot to change that. But you know what? You get 3 questions regardless. Because you pointed it out to me, and you seem like a nice guy. The goodest Henry there is, as far as I know. All right, so let me do this here, and let me see what I can pick up on. I've got to read your question again, because it was kind of like, I've been having dreams with, people say conch or conch shells a lot recently with the Hercarisha Maha Mantra playing in your dreams. Want to know what this might mean. All right. I'm telling you, Elizabeth, I understood 5% of that sentence. Okay? But what I do understand is enough to know this. When we is talking about them shells, all right, we have this. I'll show you something here. And we can talk about it in a way that I think will make sense, but I gotta find it. I promise I'm gonna get there. Any day. Now, come on. Oh, for the love of Pete. Where is it? It might be the last card. I've had that happen before. Come on. There it is. All right, the conch shell. You don't know why. You's connecting, Elizabeth. You's connecting your energies. Hey, if you need to cry, start crying. That's what I do. Uh-oh. Kitties, we're going to start fighting, and I think, no, that sounds... Okay. This is the card. Hey there, Sia. This is the card I was thinking about. It reminds me of a shell, right? And what's interesting about these shells is that there is this perfect geometry when we're talking about these shells, how they build, how they develop. And a lot of times there's the spiral of life. There's the, can't remember what it's called, but it's like a radial spiral that keeps going and going and going. And the universe is even a spiral, right? Or the galaxies have spirals to them, and that's the way they're created. The macrocosm, which is the small, the minute world, the like germs and atoms and stuff like that, is reflected in the macrocosm, which is huge, big picture stuff, black holes, the universe, galaxies, things like that. But they're all reflected in each other. Wherever there is one, there's a counterpart to the other. It starts when it starts, Padma. I can't give you guys a time frame, but it will start, I promise. Just stick with me. Now, so the way I would say this, Elizabeth, is it's going to be new ideas coming into your perspective and allowing you to be more flexible. That's the main thing. That's the main thing that I'm seeing here, is that it's going to be allowing you to be, yes, there it is, Fibonacci sequence. Man, for the life of me, I couldn't think of what it was. Yes, Fibonacci sequence, and how it's repeated ad nauseum. It's just repeated again and again and again, right? So that's something that I feel would be the best. That's something I feel would be the best interpretation: flexibility, adaptability, and focusing on those kinds of energies. So this to me, and I'm hearing music. I don't know if you said you heard. Did you say you heard music? You said you heard a mantra or something along those lines. I was hearing like music playing, and it felt kind of tribal in a way, but it was kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, because I heard music, but I didn't hear it. So it was kind of like I heard music, but I felt it instead of hearing it anyway. That's how the senses work. They kind of combine when we're talking about psychic stuff. And there's a word for that. It's called synthesia, where senses mix and combine. I do believe that can be psychic awareness too. Anyway. So I felt like there was a music playing. I felt like there was this kind of energy that was harmonizing, the mantra, stuff like that. It's harmonizing new ways of thinking, new ways of being, and possibly new connections that can be coming into your life, Elizabeth. Be looking for new people, new situations. Yes, but the mantra I listened to was Frick. All right, I understood it plays in my dreams, and I understood yes, but the mantra I listened to was. Drives you bonkers, but also brought bliss. That could make sense. Sometimes they say that madness and inspiration, madness and creativity, they're right next to each other. And so it can drive you insane, but at the same time, it can make it so that you're... Thank you so much, Charlene. Wow, okay, we're cooking with gas now. This ain't no electric grill. This is a gas grill. Thank you so much, Charlene. All right, let's do this. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, you can read for someone or just for a donation. Let's do this then. Thank you so much, Charlene. That's very, very kind of you. All right, so I can basically do this with that 10 if it was just the donation. That means... Okay, we officially have this many spots available, and it's all thanks to Angela, Elizabeth, Roberto, Henry, and Charlene. So you guys, please say thank you to them, because they are the ones that are making this possible right now. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna find where I was doing my thing. There we go. All right, and we'll go like this, and we'll do this here. Basically, what I'll say right now is that I feel like you guys have donated enough already that, yes, Meilu, you can be added. Absolutely. Like I said, thank you, Charlene. Thank you. I have this many free spots available, but because of how much you guys have put in and what you guys have been doing, I'm just going to make it so the rest of the reading is free for people to come on here. 27 free reading spots is ridiculous, and you guys made that possible. Thank you so much. And so that right there, I'm not even going to count the 27 spots. I'd say right now, Fairy Wish or anyone else that's waiting for their free reading, give me, I'd say maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Just because I want to spend time with each person that's on here. So let me do that for you guys. We can go from there. But hold on. Yeah, so we'll just do free for the rest of it. Anyone that comes in now, no problem. Okay. So Elizabeth, that's kind of where I was going for. So I think it's just going to be more things coming into your energy field that you're going to be adapted to. More new ways of being that are going to be good too. There's Jeremy. I'll put you on the list too. Awesome, Fairy Wish, go for it. Jeremy, let's put him on the list here. But that's primarily what I'm getting. If it brings you a sense of peace and it's that mantra, what we can do is this. I do believe humans have potential to combine energy and to flow into things. As weird as that sounds, I wish I could give you a better explanation. But there's like, okay. Aerokinesis, telekinesis, basically any of the kinesises, besides just regular kinesis, because that's just, momentum, that's just energy. Any of those, the way that you take control over an object or something else is to view it as being a part of yourself already, and kind of like you have a limb, right? It's like that thing is controlled the same way you would control your finger. It's not something you have to think about, it's something you can do. Now, that being said, the way you can do that is to absorb it. Going back into your sense of self and absorbing this kind of emotion, this kind of knowledge, right? And I wish I could explain it more than that, but once you start developing psychically, it makes more sense what I'm saying. It's something that you have to develop yourself. For instance, aerokinesis, right, controlling the wind, that works by basically having your heart be free and clear as it can be. And when that is free and clear, that's going to make it so that you can dance with the wind. I said control, but it's not about control. Any of the elements from nature, you're borrowing control. You're moving a dance partner across the stage. You're not actually controlling it. You're moving with it, and you get to guide it in those instances. But that's what I see here. So that's kind of what I'm getting at here. And you can look at siddhis for how humans develop and stuff like that. It's a lot more of an advanced topic, but primarily we're all like Kirby from Nintendo. We're all amoebas that can absorb different characteristics, different kind of things, and then we can reflect those outwardly. And I believe it's part of the psychic realm. It's part of our psychic energy body. It can take the form of so many things. Anyway, though, Elizabeth, does what I said make sense? Good, you feel very connected. Awesome. Awesome. Let the connection keep coming to you and realize that it's always there with you. Not anything you have to force. It's like breathing. It's like you don't have to force yourself to look at something, right? You can just kind of relax your eyes and look at something. You don't have to force a lot of things in life, but for some reason we do that. So that's kind of what I'm saying there. Awesome. I'm glad that makes sense. I'm going to go to Roberto here. What are we wondering, Roberto? And thank you so much, Elizabeth. Okay. let's do this for Roberto. You too, Elizabeth. Okay. Let me move that over. There we go. All right, so Roberto says, what are Allison A., Aquarius, feeling towards yourself, the Gemini? Man, that's a lot of A's. Allison A., Aquarius. Sounds like you got AAA already, right there. It's an old person's joke. I get sent that stuff. Sounds like a bicycle being drug upstairs as it's storming. No, it's someone riding a motorcycle. So, Padma, as I was saying, if there's names right here, if there is a name right here and it doesn't look like this, when it looks like this, I'm on the free list. When it looks like this, I'm on the paid list. Okay? So if there's a name at the bottom of the screen and it says currently reading, I'm doing the paid. This is free. Okay. All right. So let's do this here for Robert. How does Allison feel about that? Good, Padma. I'm glad you got it. How does Allison feel about Robert? Let's do this. Shuffle a couple more times. Oh, there's the Trixie girl. Okay. How does Allison feel about Roberto? Allison A. Aquarius. Yeah, I get sent AAA stuff because when I went to the DMV to get my ID renewed, or to just get my ID for the first time ever, they went in there and they made me 2 years older than my dad. And because of that mistake, I get stuff for old people all the time. And I'm going to say that's pretty cushy stuff. I've got hearing aid options coming in the mail. I've got like a bunch of different things. My car insurance, my life insurance. No, it hasn't started yet. But because I was 2 years older than my dad for a hot minute, yeah, so I get all that fun stuff. I cannot tell you how many times they basically have just mailed me something and said, you're going to die. So here, look at this. It's a bunch of funeral directory stuff, and it's for me. It's for me, and I'll tell you right now, it's threatening. It's weird. It doesn't seem right, but I keep getting, plan your own funeral. Get things going. And it's like, man, they must think I'm like 75, and like I'm getting ready to go. I know, Roberto, it's ridiculous. It's like, what? I can't even make this shit up. That's how weird it is. Like, how the hell? Anyway. So, we have Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have Queen of Wands in reverse. We have Magician in reverse here, but then these other cards, these are interesting. It kind of starts off in a way where it feels like there's obstacles, but then these other two cards are really powerful cards in a better direction. So I'll show you these ones. So then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So Roberto is... I got a feeling of like someone who can be timid and shy. Is Allison more timid and shy, or is she someone who's more, what's the word? Introverted? I'm curious about the energy I'm picking up on here, because when I'm focusing on your connection with her, it feels like there's this feeling of like, this person is still not weary of you, but kind of like focused on you in a way that's like trying to see what you're about. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. It feels good, but it also feels like there's these three cards blocking the connection. I'm wondering if it's because she's busy or she gets herself involved in projects. But it seems like someone who's... Okay, timid, okay. So that would make sense. It feels like there's some energy building up here. In fact, Roberto, would you mind if I tuned in psychically here for just a second? It's up to you. You can say no. but it kind of helps to get things going. Hey there, Trixie. Yeah, I know, girl. Yeah. Oh, okay, all right, okay. Yeah, come on. They always come to me when I'm going to do psychic stuff, or if I'm going to do energy stuff. Well, you got to come up here, honey. Hey. All right. I don't know. You know how cats are. They want up on your lap when you don't want them there, and when you're calling them to get on your lap, they're like, screw you. I don't give a shit. And then they just do their own thing. Okay. Hey, Cassandra. So I'm seeing an arrow and it's pointing to the left. Robert, that's like the first thing that I'm seeing. And when I'm seeing, or Roberto, anyway. When I'm seeing that energy and it's pointing to the left, to me it's saying that this person is still trying to make up their mind about you. It feels like they're leaning more towards, like there's an interest here, but there's this feeling of apprehension. And I'm wondering if it's because they've gone through something, right? Awesome, Melu. I love hearing that. What happens to see me on Friday night? Well, I decided I would try doing this. We're going to be doing Share the Love tarot readings. And so that's what we're doing here. And as it stands right now, we're good. We can do free readings for the rest of the time that we're on here. So, because I changed things up a little bit, Cassandra. But anyway, so Roberto, I'm seeing an arrow pointing to the left. I'm seeing this person who's still trying to figure you out. It feels like the connection needs more time. I do feel like there's interest, but this person... Okay, she's going through a custody battle. That's why I'm feeling this weariness. That's going to take some time. As I was focusing on that energy when you said the custody battle, I was getting the scent of perfume or the scent of cologne. You have a way of comforting people that are around you, Roberto, and I feel like that's a really good trait to have. I don't feel like you're a forceful person. I don't feel like you would try to hurry someone up through a process. It just feels to me like you're someone who comes in and you soothe. You're someone who can soothe or can help people that are going through difficult times. So be that for them, and don't be expecting anything in return at this point in time, obviously. It does feel like there's some emotions brewing though, but again, this person is busy. That would explain all of this stuff. So look at this. Now that I know a little bit more of the situation. So Page of Pentacles in reverse, all right? Queen of Wands in reverse, that to me is her energy. Page of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like is you, Rob, but I don't feel like it's necessarily negative. I feel like you're someone who waits for the long haul, but there's a sense of someone who's waiting. That's kind of what I get here. Quick question, we can donate any amount that will give the amount of people free readings. Well, Melu, if you did $100, 100 free readings, I'd probably be on here for 36 hours. You know, waiting for people to come in, but you're number 95, and then as soon as I get to 70, you know, I'm like passing out. I would cap it because it says down in the description, $9.99 is the most I'll take for the free list, which would be 10 people. If it's just a donation without a reading being done on you, if it's just a donation, then that just makes it so there's more free readings. But yeah, that's how it works. The Magician in reverse, though, that's the X right there. Magician in reverse is a card of manipulation. You're just being dramatic. I appreciate the dramatics. Oh, you don't have a question, Jeremy? Okay. Okay. I'll take you off the list here. Okay. All right. Ace of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles is showing that when things are over and the custody battle's won, I feel like I'm hoping they're winning the custody battle. I really do hope so. But if I do this, look at that. It's lined up to my face. Hold on. There it is. Hello, everybody. Hello. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I can't help it. I saw an opportunity and I went for it. So it does seem to me like things will go good for you, Roberto. It does feel like this is going to take time, obviously, but it looks good. It looks good to me. You seem like someone who can give support and guidance. Just have that be the only thing you're giving, and don't rush things. Again, I don't think you would. I'm just offering that as a cool illustration. Jeremy, that's what I try to do on here. I try to do cool, weird, and, not funny things, but somewhat, I don't know. Anyone can start doing stuff on YouTube, so here you go. You're trapped here. Nobody gets out alive. But is that making sense, though, Roberto? And if I can do this just once, domo arigato, Mr. Roberto. That's going to be... Yeah. If that hasn't been said to you before, I'm so sorry. But it's been said now, so it's good. Good to know. Yes, it is. Perfect. Perfect. Like I said, I saw a cologne. It was like a perfume or a cologne. And what I get with that... Thank you. Thank you, Annie. What I get from that is that the perfume or the cologne that is around the person always smells a little bit different depending on who it's on. Like, I could wear the same cologne as you are, Robert, or perfume, whatever you want to do, and it would smell different on me than it would on you. And that to me is saying that there can be a sense of comfort. Yes, Mr. Henry, you are next. But to me, this seems like a good situation here, Roberto. And if I didn't say hi, Annie, how are you doing? But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So it feels like it's going to be good. It feels like things are going to be going well for you. Yeah. So I would say, seems good to me. Just give it time. It's looking good. Focus on the Reiki that you're going to be practicing. I remember, I'm pretty sure you were the one that was talking about Reiki and wanting to develop that. The best way you can do that is to be empathic with people that are already in pain. Your body will start to sympathize, and you'll start to be able to understand energy and emotions even better. So use this as an experience and an experiment for your own energy and your healing to get stronger. That's what I would say, Roberto. Does that help answer your question? She's obviously distracted right now. Reiki is your goal. Well, if Reiki is your goal, consider it already done. Because real healing doesn't need to come from forcing anything, right? That's the whole point of it. Okay. All right, Henry. Let's get you go. And that answers your question, Roberto. Gotta remember that. How do you say your last name? Is it Pina, or is it Panay? Or is it because I can't tell which has the thing over it. Not that that would matter, because I wouldn't be able to pronounce it regardless, but I do like the name Roberto, though. It's got a nice ring to it. It has a flow. And the way it looks cursive-like on the screen there looks nice. Piena. Drag the N out. Okay, the N is gone. And so your name is Robert P. I drug the N out. It's completely gone, so your name's Roberto P. I'll remember that. All right. The N is like GN. Okay, Robert, good night, P. GN, so like Pena. Okay, there we go. I know GN as in Gnostic. Nochi? Is that what it is? The potato, yeah. Okay, Henry, I can tell by typing in all caps, you're really wanting to get an answer here. Okay, will you and Adriana be together? Does she have feelings? If so, when will it happen? Are those all three of your questions? Like, you said 3 questions. Are those your 3 questions? Okay, perfect. Let's do this, and let me put your name up here. Give me a second. Let's do this here. All right, perfect. I just wanted to make sure. Whew. It's right now we have, let's see. Right now we have 6 on the free list, and then after I read, hold on one second. There we go. So not too long, Queen 9. Hey there, Shirley. So guys, we hit our quota. We hit our quota to do as many free readings as we can. So if you guys have a question, I may have an answer. All right, so let's see what we can do here for Mr. Goodest Boy, or Henry as they like to be called. King Henry the Goodest. That's who we're reading here. All right, hey there, Shirley. Yes, I can put you on the list. Yeah, we had overwhelming support, and Henry, well, everyone here. So, Queen, if you donated, you would be after Mr. Goodest. If not, you would be number 7 on the list. Okay, let's do this here. We got some questions from Mr. Goods. Henry Man. You're welcome. You're welcome, Shirley. Yeah, so you'll just have to be patient, Queen, if that's what you want to do. But you're on the free list if that's... Yeah, I put you. And then I'll put Shirley on there. All right, let's see what we can find here for Henry. You're number 6 on the free list. Drag is in, add more emphasis to the end. Yeah. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not good. Not good at names. I was even messing up Roberto's name there. Kept calling him Robert. That's not it. It's Robert with an O. I gotta remember that. Okay, let's look for Henry here. All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Queen 9. So Queen has a question after Mr. Goodest, and then it's the free list. But Queen has one question, so we'll do it that way. Thank you so much, Queen. Super, super appreciated. Okay. It's going to have to be Roberto. It's going to have to be, because I can't. I'm not trying to be cute about it. It's hard for me with names. Like the name Laura or Laura, for the longest time, and even to this day, I get those two mixed up. And people get mad. If your name can be pronounced 2 ways, I'm going to say it wrong every time. Not on purpose. I swear to God, not on purpose. But I'll do it. Anyway, let's look for Henry here. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. I'll answer this question as number 1. Okay, and then I'll move on to the other 2 parts of your question. But this is the first one. Will you and Adriana be together? So let's do this. I get the Justice card. This can also be relating to Libra. Okay. But then I get the King of Swords upright. Or, in reverse. Then I get the 8 of Cups. I get the King of Cups in reverse. And then I get the Tower. I'm putting emphasis on the Tower here because that is a powerful card. Think of it as powerful. Powerful Tower. Whole thing. Now, what we can talk about is this. We have Justice. Okay, like I said, that can be a Libra individual or someone that's an air sign individual. We then have King of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's reverse for everyone else. I say it funky because that's how us Aquarius moons are. Eight of Cups. I'm just showing you these cards again. King of Cups in reverse and the Tower. So what I'm seeing with this first question, will you and Adriana be together? So from here until together, there's an unlimited time frame, right? Things have to go in the right way. Things have to work themselves out in the right way for there to be a together or with this person. When I see Justice, King of Swords in reverse, Eight of Cups, King of Cups in reverse, and the Tower, this is saying your energies right now don't feel compatible. And it could be, because literally, King of Swords in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. It could be that maybe they're going through something, or maybe you're going through something, but someone isn't acknowledging emotions, or someone isn't in touch with their emotions, it feels like. Someone's kind of running from that feeling. So there could be things that we're not focused on, but it feels to me like things have to be healed in order to move forward. I'm going to say this, though. I don't know. She's an Aries and you're an Aries, too. Okay, so fighting fire with fire, we're going to make a bigger fire. It sounds like to me. Perfect. Two Aries individuals. What can go wrong? The world's going to burn down. Completely. Okay. You're both Aries. Sorry about that, but let's move on, Henry. So, for the Aries of you out there, we do have the Cup cards. And the Cup cards are interesting. The reason why I'm saying things look like they're a little far apart here, the Eight of Cups, if you look at this, the person is walking away, but there's still a cup there. It's kind of like they're missing an opportunity. I'm curious how long you've known the person. If the way I'm looking at this reading, it's making me feel like there's not on again, off, maybe on again, off again acquaintanceship, or maybe there's been on again, off again friendship. I don't know. I'm curious where this is kind of going. It feels like you guys know each other, but it also feels like there's resistance, and I'm trying to figure out where the resistance is coming from. So that to me is kind of where I'm feeling this out at. You've known her for 13 years. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. How well do you know her? How well do you know her, Henry? 13 years is a long time to know somebody. I've known my parents for significantly longer than that, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about you, Henry, so. All right, you can fall off the table. I don't care. Gosh, I drink like a fish. Or, no, I drink like a fish. You know her because of relatives. Okay, so hopefully, Henry, this isn't your cousin. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to throw that out there. No judgment if it is, but, just be careful. All right, so anyway, let's do this. Let's do this, Henry. We do have Justice. We do have this. It does feel a connection. It feels tenuous. It feels kind of like a tender connection. There's more that can be done. I know, Henry, I'm giving you a hard time. I'm giving you the hard time. I did call you King Henry. I'm just saying they kept it in the family back then, so... But no, you're not that kind of Henry. You're the goodest Henry boy. We've been through this. So, not even 1% of DNA. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes you can be the father and the uncle. It really just depends. I'm sorry. I'll stop. When I get going, guys, it's hard for me to put the brakes on it. Not 1% of DNA shared. Okay, perfect. It does feel like there is a connection. Just as I'm focusing on it more and more, it doesn't feel like it's going to go the distance, because it's like you've known each other for 13 years, but it's kind of like, where does it go? What's the natural progression of this? Are you someone who's shy and timid? Are they shy and timid? Someone here isn't making a move, or both of you aren't. But it's like, it's kind of like wanting something to happen. Okay, your family is friends or friends with her family. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. All right. So then, I'll say it like this. Sorry, that was just a burp. Now I'll say it like this. There needs to be initiation, something going on, or some sort of friendship that's initiated between the two of you. Something that kind of gets you to friends of friends. Okay, I hear you, friends of friends. All right. Give me just a second here. Is it okay if I connect with your energy, Robert? Or not Robert, Henry. This part I'm answering the other questions, just so you're aware. This is me answering the other questions that you asked. Because we had thrice de leche's questions, which is 3 milk questions, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yes, it's okay. Perfect. All right, let me do this here. Let me just go back up here for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna look here. Does Adriana have feelings? You feel like someone's watching you. Okay, don't be alarmed. But the microwave's gonna start beeping and I'm gonna ring the doorbell. Just to let you know that I'm there. Alright, let me in. Let me look around here. Let's see what we can find for you. Okay, so let's look at, does she have feelings for you? And then I can kind of go from there. Let's see. One thing I'm seeing is, I'm curious, I'm seeing like, I'll call it uber feminine images, and because I'm seeing like sparkles. I wasn't seeing unicorns, but it's like sparkles or flowers or things like that. It seems like a fairly innocent energy. It seems like a good energy, but there has to be something that's holding you two together. As I said that, maybe they are dealing with something, because I heard the word toxin, and that to me could be either they could be in a toxic relationship or they could be dealing with some sort of toxicity at the current moment, which could make it harder for them to kind of be in the present moment, right? Like even if you were hanging out with them, if that were to happen, it feels to me like their mind is elsewhere, because it feels like they're focusing on something that's happened in the past, or they're wanting to get out of that kind of situation. It does feel to me, I'm not getting a time frame though, this connection needs to go through several more stages of let's call it maturing before there could be a connection. And there's a lot that can happen from here until connected. So the best way I'm going to say this, Henry, is going to be there needs to be something that initiates a connection between the two of you, because right now, right now it seems like they're going through a difficult time anyway. Something feels like their energy is being pulled in a different direction from where your energy would be at. So I'm feeling like at this point in time, they're not wanting to be pursued by anyone, not just you, but it feels like there's this sense of like they need to deal with their stuff. That's kind of what I'm getting. And I'm wondering if there's a maturing experience that they're going through, but it's like trying to mature, trying to understand things. So I'll say this. I do feel like there could be a connection because it does feel like there's some energy here. It does feel like there could be some mutual reciprocative energy, mutual cooperative energy. But things need to start happening for this to be moving. Because if it's not, we can't just sit at home and wait for this person to knock on our door unless they're an Uber Eats driver, in which case you can absolutely do that. Just leave a note that says, I love you, and then they can see that when they drop the food off. Don't do that if they're an Uber Eats. They never do that. I'm just saying, we do live in a day and age where people can come to you, but yeah, so there needs to be something that initiates more of a connection between the two of you, because it's just not quite there yet. Make an action to make it happen. And I'll throw this one in for free. Make an action to make it happen, but don't force a fart or you'll shit yourself, okay? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Don't try to contrive or make it into something else. If they're meant to be with you, there's going to be signs, signals, that kind of thing. If it's not, then take that as a sign to move on from that connection. Because right now it feels like there's a possibility for friendship or maybe an acquaintanceship, but that then could build into something else. But there has to be building blocks into this possibly becoming a relationship down the road. So, best thing to do is look up videos on body language, look up videos on talking with people, showing that you're interested, and then look and see if they share those signs. See if you can talk to them in some way, that kind of a thing. And try to be as confident as you can, right? It definitely has to be different stages. Otherwise, it's considered, I believe they call it stalking. No matter what language, you don't want to be creepy. You definitely don't want to be creepy. So it has to go, in my opinion, it has to go in stages. And there has to be an energy where you both feel like something is happening, something's moving. And don't know this person for a week and then say, I like you. For the love of God, if you want to have a chance with anyone, know them for a while. Let things transpire, let things progress, and then go from there. A lot of times people will be like, I've known you for 3 minutes. I love you. Okay, and I can tell you right now that's going to get you brother zoned. You've heard of friend zoning? Oh, no, we're talking about brother zone, and then you get grandpa zoned. Don't want to be grandpa zoned. You don't want that, okay? So that's what I'm seeing there for you, the goodest boy. And if your namesake is true to who you are as a person, then you'll have no problem with this, because you're the goodest. There is nothing better, right? Maybe the grandest boy, is a little bit better than you are, but other than that, Henry, I think you're good. All right. Does that help answer your question? You don't want that. No one wants that. Nobody wants that. Grandpa zoned is basically where you're so much of a non-sexual person to that other person, there's no possibility of a relationship. They don't say, I love you like a brother. They look at you and they just say, Grandpa, with a question mark. That's Grandpa zone. You're very welcome, Henry. Very, very welcome. All right, we're going to go to Queen 9, and then we are on to the free list. So Queen 9, what's your question? Oop. Hey there, Tony. How's it going? Are you wanting to be added to the list, Tony? So I can put you on there. Good morning to you, Tony. All right, Tony, consider it done, my friend. We're going to be doing the free readings after... Yes, I can add you to the list, my friend. Just sit tight and hold on for the ride of your life. All right. Okay, so you said they did message you earlier than you predicted, but he did. Good, good, they did message. Wished you happy B-Day. Awesome. May 7th, was that your B-Day? No, May 10th was your B-Day. I remember that. I remember May 10th because Mercury went retrograde and I went, oh shit. So, yes. All right. Let's look at that. Let's see. I got you, Queen. You don't even need to worry about it. I got you on here right now. So let's do this. Oh, actually, what's your question? I was trying to look for a question, and I'm like, there ain't no question. And now I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. So hold on a second, guys. I'm going to be right back. And, yeah, give me 1 minute. 2 minutes tops. All right, I'm gonna go here. I'm having trouble with my cord. It's not what it sounds like. I promise you, it's something else that I'm having trouble with. You can't see what's going on. I know, Trixie. I know. Meow. Meow. You're a good one, Trixie. Yeah. Yeah. Not yet. We have one more fairy, and then we're done. Hold on, let me do this. We have one more, and then we're done, unless someone else pays. But if someone else does pay, I'm going to say let me do a little bit of the free list first. And hopefully that's something that they'll let me do, just because you guys have been waiting. Okay, so... But yeah, so Queen 9, what was your question? And yes, there is room on the list for you, Cassandra. By the way, how are you feeling, Cassandra? Are you feeling any better? Oh, the Boo Boo Kitty gives you power to activate the cord? Absolutely. Absolutely. Does anyone else get a little bit of sweat that just starts forming right under your stomach? Like right under the flap of your stomach? And then it just gets sweaty? If that's just a me thing, you know, so be it, but... Alright, wanted to know what's going to happen between GP and I in the next coming months. Alright, let's ganderize this. That's basically a bunch of us taking a gander at this. A bunch of geese gandering around. Did you know a group of crows is called a murder? I heard a good one. I heard a good one the other day, but I need to set up the joke and I don't know how to do it organically, so I'm just going to keep it to myself. But letting you know that I heard something that was funny, but not telling you, I think is part of the fun. All right. Wanted to know what's going to happen between GP and you in the next coming months. Let's see. Yeah, Shirley, I'll tell you right now, I think you mistyped, but I had no idea about cross bully hawks. You're probably typing it right now. You're going to say a group of pigs is called a ham hock. I know that's what it's called. Kind of grim, but I get it. All right, one more shuffle here. Did you know crows bully hawks? I did not know crows bully hawks, but I could see it. Crows are very smart. And hawks got the good eyes, but they can't see what's coming up behind them, which is going to be a crow just pecking their ass. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay. Let's, okay, so Queen 9. The next coming months, let's do this. We get 10 of Cups. We get 10 of Cups in reverse. 4 of Cups. 2 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. And 2 of Pentacles upright. Okay. Oh, and I was smelling some coal. Someone's been naughty. Who is it? It's me, guys. It's always me. Hey there, Shweta. How are you doing? Let me add you to my listicle. That's a list plus a ickle. So you know it's genuine. There we go. I'll let you know when it's your turn, my friend. There we go. I am doing good. I like the cowboy hat, because that's how I would roll if I could pull off a cowboy hat. I need to be able to have a I need to be able to have the handlebar mustache in order to pull off a cowboy hat. At least that's what my dad tells me. Okay, so thank you guys. Remember to like the video, anyone who hasn't. I do appreciate you guys doing that. 10 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse, and 2 of Pentacles. This to me is saying that I feel like this person is going to be in and out of your life. I'm not getting a sense that this person is going to be sticking around for a long enough time for you to develop a deeper connection. It feels to me like this person gives energy, they pull it back, they give it, they pull it back. I feel like it's a stop and go kind of thing. If this person changes, let me put it this way, if this person changes who they are dramatically, I feel like there could be something here. But when I'm seeing this, to me, this card here is boredom, right? 4 of Cups. To me, it's like being emotionally bored, or this person is offering you something, but maybe it's not enough. It feels like it's the same behavior. I do feel like there's going to be a reconnection, but it's going to be like, do you want this? Because it feels like it's the same person they were before. If you were okay with who they were, that's great. But if you were having issues or problems, that needs to be addressed, right? It does feel to me like there could be more of a connection in the future, but the way I would describe it is it feels off again, on again. Like that's kind of the energy I'm getting. It doesn't feel like commitment. It doesn't feel like that kind of thing. I'm hoping I'm wrong, Queen 9, but it just feels like there needs to be more. There needs to be more work done on the. There needs to be more work done on the connection on their end, not just your end. And I'm feeling like they reach out to you to say happy birthday, and maybe they feel like that could be good enough for something, but it's like you need more than that. You need more than that kind of energy. So it feels to me like this is something you've already learned from. Because if I see 10 of Cups in reverse and 2 of Cups in reverse, and then I see 2 of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to have to make a choice. Like I said, if things with this person were good, they respected you, they treated you right, they were loyal, they were kind. If they did all of those things, they knew how to communicate their emotions. If they did all of that stuff, then I would say take them back. But if they're missing one of those aspects, if you didn't trust them, if they didn't know how to communicate, they didn't know how to talk with you, they didn't let you talk, or they talked over you. If that was the case, then, I feel like the connection's already done and over with. But it really depends on that for you, Queen 9. Hopefully what I was saying there makes sense. See, but now it bothers me because it's outside of the... It's like outside of that little... The Q is like poking out of the bottom. But that's what I'm seeing there. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. It doesn't feel like anything definitive. I know you probably want it to be something that's more definitive and more kind of like... here we go kind of thing. I don't think we'll date each other again, but I'd like to talk and smooth things over. Okay. That to me would be the only thing that could happen, the way I'm seeing it right here. Because I'm seeing like, I'm seeing it being like, yeah, I feel like that would be the best thing moving forward. But let your intentions be known. You say you want to talk to them and smooth things over. Really be honest with yourself and say, do I want to smooth things over, or do I want a second chance at this? And maybe, Queen, you get to decide, you get to do your own thing, right? But I'm just gonna say it right here. Sometimes people say, well, I'm gonna talk things over, I want to be friends with them. But think of if it's worth it, and think of what your intentions or agenda could possibly be that's behind that. Do you want to be friends and have it be something more? Really think it over and have that be something, because, yeah, that's the only thing I'm getting at there. But if that's what you want to do, I say go for it, and just be careful in the process, Queen 9, and yeah. You want both, the very least, to talk. Okay, so just go into it. Queen 9, I'm just going to say this right now. Go into this. Do not have any expectations, but just go into it, right? It's hard to be disappointed when you don't expect anything in the first place. So have that be your kind of end goal if you can do that. But that's what I'm seeing for you. Does that help answer that question for you? You're very welcome, Queen 9. And now I'm going to do this. Oh, that's pretty. Beep, 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 beep. What the hell is that then? What is this? Hold on. Nope. What in the world is that? Anyway, we're on to the free readings. There's like a weird smudgety thing on the screen. We're on to the free readings, guys. Let's do this here. And thank you again, Queen 9, and everyone else who made the donations possible. I appreciate that very much. It helps me to do what I'm doing. Sounds weird no matter how I say it. It helps me to keep doing what I'm going to do anyway. I need money, so it helps. There we go. All right, Fairy Wish, are you there? We've got 11 people on the list, and you get 2 cards each instead of 1 card. So thank you guys for waiting. So I'm just going to say this. Fairy Wish, Poppy, or Courtney, are you there? Okay, there we go. We have Fairy Wish. Perfect. Yeah, thanks everybody for the donations, and thank you, Shirley, for acknowledging that. Everyone, for your free reading, please thank everyone else that came before and did their donations, because, yeah. So I'll wait for you to type your question, Fairy Wish, and we'll go from there. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to read Fairy Wish, and then it will be Poppy next. Okay. So, and you're on the list too, Cassandra, don't you worry. Padma, trust me, I know you're there. I have no doubt that you are still in the chat. You message quite a bit. I have no doubt. All right, so let's do this here, and let's see. So, let's see what I can get here. So with 2 cards that we're doing here, we can do these kinds of questions now. These kinds of this way or that way questions. So I'm going to have the first card be you, and I'm going to have the second card be their mother. And then we'll go from there, okay? So let's do it that way. First card is going to be you, second card is going to be the mother. So does Authie trust Fairy Wish, or does Authie trust his mother? Does Authie trust Fairy Wish or his mother? So Fairy Wish and the mother. Okay, hands down, I get these cards here. So thank you so much, Cassandra, for putting those hearts there. So you are this one. You're the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So they could view you as someone who's immature, doesn't know what they're talking about. The 6 of Wands is up right here, and this is the mother's energy. It feels to me like they're putting more stake in what their mother is thinking, more than you in this situation. You know, I would say ask them and see what's going on, but that's what I'm seeing there, so that could be something to kind of look into. It does, because 6 of Wands, this is a card that's like one of the best cards in the deck, but in this situation, to me, it feels like they are on the mother's side in this situation. So that's what I'm getting there, Fairy Wish. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but that's what the cards are saying. Hopefully I'm wrong, though, and it's not the case, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here, so hopefully that at least gives you a little bit of insight and can help in that direction there. Okay, let's do this then. Poppy, what's your question? You're welcome, Fairy Wish. Okay, how does A currently feel towards you? All right, I'm going to say this. So after I read Poppy's question, is Courtney here? We have Courtney or we have Padma who would be coming up. And Padma, if you want to type your question now, go for it. because then I can just go from this question to the next one if Courtney is not here. Okay. You're down a little bit further, Shirley, but you're coming up. Thank you, Padma. Okay, so Poppy says, how does A currently feel towards you now? Let's look at that. How does A currently feel towards Poppy now? How does A currently feel towards Poppy? So we get these cards here. We have Nine of Swords in reverse. Kind of hard to see. This card upright can be a card of like insomnia or suffering from something. If it's in reverse, it's telling me like maybe they're putting something off, or maybe they're dealing with a lot of anxiety, and maybe what you said made them anxious, or something is going on here where they're in their head a lot and they're thinking. Because then we get the Knight of Swords upright. And next to the Nine of Swords in reverse, we could be looking at someone who has extreme ways of thinking. So you said, what do they currently feel towards you now? If I'm seeing these cards here, I'll draw one more just to get a little bit more clarity. And then it's the Page of Swords, okay? Every one of these is a swords. Even a clarifier is a sword. This person, I'm going to say maybe not much of a feeler, more of a thinker. It feels to me like they've got a good head on their shoulders, but maybe they're too much in their own mental world or too much doing their own thing. It seems like this person needs to work on themselves or their energy to have something happen. He is a Gemini. Okay, there's the swords, right? So you could be dealing with... you could be... Love you too, honey. You could be dealing with that kind of energy. It doesn't feel to me like... It doesn't feel to me like there's feeling, right? The more I'm looking into this, it's just someone who's thinking. Maybe they think about thinking, or they're thinking about thinking about thinking. So how do they feel about you? I would say I'm leaning towards either unsure, or maybe they're not being friendly, or maybe it's just not working in the direction I would go in. Because it feels like the energy's being blocked here, Poppy. So it feels like there's something blocking the connection. So I can't really get a feeling here. There's Four of Pentacles, if we're looking for one more of those cards. Which, Four of Pentacles to me is, okay, you're in separation. Perfect. I was just going to say it's taking a rest. It's looking at what you already have and taking a rest. So I would say there's still going to be a rest. There's still going to be a separation for the foreseeable future, the way I'm seeing things here. So yeah, that's kind of where I feel like things are at. Men have a way of compartmentalizing, which basically means men know think, men know understand how women's feel. Basically, that's a man's way of saying emotions don't matter. If it's a man, right? Either way, it feels like someone who's closed off emotionally, or someone who's just an overthinker, overworrier, anxiety, or someone who needs to deal with their stuff. So that's kind of the situation I'm getting here, Poppy. Yeah, it looks like you're still going to be in separation. So that's what I'm seeing here. That's a way of putting it. It is, Meilu. It's the only way I know how. You're welcome, Poppy. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, there that one. All right, and then it's Padma's turn. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm coming right back. So hold on 1 second. I just have to do something. I'm going to be right back. Like 30 seconds max. All right, I'm back. The excursion was extreme, but it's time to start the dream. I don't know. What's going to happen in your college life if you choose a hostel? Let's look. Yes, Padma, you're here also. I had a feeling. I had a feeling you'd be right here. Thank you for waiting, Padma. I know it's hard to wait. But you get 2 cards instead of 1. And so it's a little bit worth more of a wait, I guess. But like I said, that's thanks to the people that paid earlier. Okay. Okay, here we go. What's going to happen in Padma's college life if they choose a hostel? Let's do one more shuffle here. And then Jason, May Lou, or Shirley. If you'd want to post your questions, you could do that. So Jason, May Lou, or Shirley. Doesn't matter. Whoever's here, basically. Okay. So these 2 cards I got in reverse. I'm just going to show you these upright. Angelino, man, how's it going? It's been a minute. It's actually been a very long time. How are you doing? So we have these 2 cards right here. Like I said, I drew them in reverse. It's going to look to me, Padma, well, I'm here, and I'm going to start doing this same time, Angelino. So I'm going to go back to the regular schedule. But 7 of Wands in reverse with the 4 of Wands in reverse. I'm feeling like it might be best, Padma, for you to not choose a hostel because it feels like, I feel like you'd be okay if you chose it, but it feels like there would be so much. It feels like there would be so much like extra adjustment, so much extra time spent on trying to get things situated here. If it's possible for you to not go the hostel route, that's kind of what these cards are telling me here. That's just what I'm seeing. So if it's possible for you not to do the hostel route, I'd say try looking at something else, because this is looking like I wouldn't do it, personally. It's looking like it would be a bumpy ride. I think you'd be okay, but it would just be a lot, and there'd be a lot of adjustment, and I feel like it would be a very jarring experience. I don't feel like it would be negative necessarily, just that it would be kind of intense. That's what I'm feeling there. Okay, so hopefully that answers that question for you, Padma. And yeah, both of the cards being in reverse, it's making me feel like there would just be more obstacles. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Padma. Hostel's not right for you with your current energy. Hi there, White Angel. I can put you on the list. Absolutely. Did you have a question, Angelino? But White Angel, you are on the list. And just so you guys know, we're going with a new donation program. But you're very welcome, Padma. We're going with a new donation program, but tonight it's covered. Tonight everyone's covered on the donations. And what that means is that we have free readings that are coming on here. So I'm going to do free readings for the next, about next 30 to 45 minutes. And then I'm going to call it good. But May Lu, if you're here, you can ask your question. So May Lu, Shirley, or Tony? Could you tell me my number and the current number? Yes, White Angel. So we're on number 6. Okay, what's your question, Shirley? We're on number 6, and you are number 12 on the list. Okay, Meilu says, so I went on a date with this guy named Leonid. He's very nice, and we both had a great time. He wants to go for a second date. Does he like me? Obviously, Meilu, if someone wants to go on a second date with you, they hate you more than you can imagine. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. I would assume he likes you. Hold on one second. Guys? Alrighty. Okay. So, Melu, you want to know, does he like you? Let's do a 2-card reading to answer a question that I feel like is already obvious. You don't ask someone on a second date because you pity him. You ask him on a second date because you like him. Maybe that's me being a bit too blunt, but come on. I feel like it could be a situation. We're married now. Do they like me? I would assume. I would hope. Let's see here. I'm just giving you a hard time, Melu, but... Okay. Alright, you're cautious if he likes you for you or just your body and your looks. Okay. So does Leonid like you for you? Like you for your personality. Let's do that. Does Leonid like you for your personality, not just your looks or your body? I tell people not to judge me on my looks or body, just the personality. In fact, well, that's it. That's the end of the story. Angelino, I've actually been doing pretty good. My classes were taking a hell of a toll on me and got to take a break from those for a minute. Had some interesting opportunities show up that I can talk more about hopefully in the next coming months. I can tell you guys more about those opportunities, but I gotta keep it hush-hush for now. So we get these 2 cards right here. Okay, Angelino, I'll put you on the list here. So we have King of Swords in reverse, or King of Wands in reverse, and 9 of Swords in reverse. So here's how we go for this. Oh no, Angelino, you're fine. We hit the quota. So anyone that comes on here now, within the next 10 minutes, I'll do a reading for. You came on before that, so I'll put your name down. So don't worry about that. A bunch of other people came on here and covered for everyone else. So that was awesome. And very, very, very appreciated. All right, so we have 9 of Swords in reverse, and we have King of Wands in reverse. So give me just a second here. I'll let you know when it's your turn, Tony. It's almost there. Almost. Maybe I told you to type your question. Okay, so I do see it. We'll get to you in just 1 second. I got to read for Melu, then Shirley, and then it will be your turn. So give me 1 minute here, my friend. So I would say this, Melu. It does look like there actually could be maybe this person likes you for your looks and not so much for your personality. I don't think there's anything wrong with your personality. You seem lovely to me. But if this person is just after the body, then we got to kind of set some ground rules. First off, here's something. You guys are probably not going to agree with me on this, but I'm going to tell you something here. And you're welcome to do whatever you want with the information. You can tell me to shove it up my own ass. I don't care. It's your life. And, you know, I've shoved worse things up my ass, and so we can kind of go in that direction. No, listen. If we're talking about getting with somebody, I'm going to say this. Don't give them, if you want to know if they're attracted to your body or you, or you want to know any of these things, don't give out, right? Don't give them sex until, I'm going to say 3 or 4 months into a relationship. Does that seem like a long time? Yeah, but also you get to know who they are as a person. And a lot of times you get to weed the people out that would be in your life because they just want you for your looks. If you keep them waiting, you get to know them as a person, and then eventually you get to the sexual part. That's going to be something where you can know if they're going to be true blue for you or not, but don't instantly give in to that. Not saying, Melu, that you would, but a lot of times there's this tendency in the dating world for women to feel like they have to give something in return for a date or for this or for that. Not to play devil's advocate, but I went on a second date with someone I didn't like before. Angelino, you play devil's advocate very well. You should be called Devilino because you're not an angel. We all know it. There you go. There you go, Melu. I would say be cautious with this person, this Leonid person. But I like that you have that resiliency and just, don't give up on your boundaries. Don't give up on any of that stuff. And it sounds to me like you got that strong sense of commitment. So have that be something you can use as your greatest weapon moving forward, where you're basically saying, you know what, you're not getting anything from me in that way until I know who you are as a person. I would say be wary with this person, set boundaries and see how they are, and just go from there, right? That's what I would say. Just be careful and follow your judgment, Melu, and I see where it goes. You were so behind. What did you lose? Well, we started talking about why penguins can't fly, and we found an answer conclusively. It's just too damn cold. It's too damn cold, and they just got little nubs, little nubbins. Why do they even have nubs? Give them human arms. That's what I would want if I was a penguin, just some strong, burly human arms, and then a penguin's body. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be in my next life. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening too, Melu. Have a good one. All right, Shirley, we're on to your question. You're wondering about Elle's current feelings towards you? All right. Alrighty, Elle's current feelings towards Shirley. And then after Shirley, it will be Tony. And, yeah. I think I've got your message up there. Yeah, I got your message right there. So after Shirley, we'll do Tony's reading. So let's do Shirley's now. Let's look at Elle's current... So since we're doing 2 cards, I can do... Let's do current feelings and intentions. What are Elle's current feelings and what are their intentions towards Shirley? Penguins are pretty useless, let's be honest. Yes, Angelino, I got your name written down. They really are pretty animals. I'm sorry to hear that, Anthony. Your electricity shut out. Or cut off. What are Elle's intentions and feelings towards Shirley? Oh, you use mobile. You're Tony. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I got you. Penguins are just birds with benefits. That's good. That's some good shit. Okay. The intentions, the feelings. Intentions, we get 3 of Cups in reverse. I'll explain that in just a second. Feelings, we get the Fool card. Or the Foolings. No, the Fool card here. So, intentions, 3 of Cups in reverse. It feels like emotionally this person still has things they're working on. It feels like they're warming up to you more and more, but it's a slow process. 3 of Cups in reverse could be that this person could possibly be entertaining another party. That's the way I could see it in reverse, because upright, it's working together towards a common goal, like as in a community sense. If it's in reverse, there could possibly be someone else. Not saying there is, but it could be this person they're either thinking of something else or someone else, or along those lines. But then for the feelings, I get the Fool card, which to me would be new beginnings. So maybe there could be something in the near future, possibly, or the distant future. I'm always going to say this, don't wait around for anybody. Focus on you. Let things happen organically. I'll never tell anyone to wait for anybody. We don't have a lot of time on this planet. Don't wait for anything. Go out and do your stuff. But it looks like there's more of an interest that's growing. But again, it feels like a slow process. Like a snail riding on top of a turtle, on top of a rock. It's not moving that much or at all because it's a rock. Maybe earthquakes move it. Maybe dramatic events move the rock. But it feels like mundane, everyday things. It just feels like this person's kind of enigmatic in some ways, I guess, or mysterious. He is scratching the hell out of that. You can see it moving, the little ball back there. So that's what I've got for you, Shirley. It's not a bad reading, but it's kind of middle ground, I would say. So yeah, hopefully they're not entertaining somebody else, but it feels to me like this person, I mean, that could be a possibility, but hopefully that's not the case. Okay, now we're on to Tony's question. And he said, let me go back up. He said, will your career be in the next period? Let's look at that. Will your career be in the next period? Will it be good in the next period? He is heavily involved with his school and work. Okay, so that would make sense. Maybe the third party is just, yeah, that could be. That could be. It could be where someone's putting their attention, or where someone's spending a lot of their emotional energy. It doesn't have to be an actual person. It could be a situation. It could be an event. It could be a career. Yeah, because a lot of energy goes into relationships. A lot of energy goes into jobs. A lot of energy goes... Yeah, so I could see that. Okay. So what's going to be your... Hey, Trixie. All right, what are we looking at here for the next period for... Okay. How will your next period be? Okay. How will you be doing in your career in the next period? There we go. How will Tony be doing in their career in the next period? Yep, there's Trixie. She's a mewing away. Can you guys read this okay? Like on your end? Hopefully you guys can read that okay. I tried to make it as clear as possible. All right, you're back. Perfect. Okay. So Tony, I'm on your question right now. I haven't done anything yet, so you're just in time. Okay. Awesome. Okay. This looks good. This looks really good. So it looks like you're going to go from being in a situation where we're wondering which direction to take or where to go. Maybe, or, you know, maybe in the job, maybe in the field that you're working in. It could be we're looking at different options or different opportunities. Or maybe just staying in the same spot and trying harder or doing something along those lines. It feels like you're going to be more responsible, or you're going to have more responsibilities. I get the... Okay. He's playing with his toy. I get the King of Cups right here. This is an emotional mastery card. I'm going to say things are going to go well in the next period for you, Tony. This looks good. This looks encouraging. Make sure, like, listen to yourself. Do what feels right to you in the moment. Do what feels right. Do what feels good. And I think you're going to be golden. This looks really good. King of Cups is a powerful card, and it's upright, so I think your next job period's going to go really well, Tony. Just let yourself remain centered, let yourself remain calm. If things get stressful, take a deep breath and respond instead of react to the situation. That's going to be the only advice that I'll give you there, but it looks good to me, Tony. Honestly, I'm going to say, yeah, it looks good. It looks like a good connection there. All right, Cassandra, are you there? Awesome. Okay. And do you mean counting to 10 when you're stressed, Tony? Because that's a good way to do it. If that's what you mean. By the way, it's Friday the 13th, so everyone, Super Jason comes out, because it's not Friday the 13th, it's Friday the 13th. Super Jason's angry. He's been murdered multiple times. He's not happy about it. And, you know, he's not happy about it. Okay, what does your friend G feel / think about you currently? No romance, just friendship. Okay. What does your friend G feel / think about you currently? So let's look at that. What do they feel? What do they think? So the first card we will do will be their feelings. The second card we will do will be their thinkings. Alrighty. Let's take a gander here. Here we go. What does G feel about you? What do they think about you? Okay. I'm seeing this, and when I see these two cards for a friendship situation, we get the Magician in reverse and we get the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That's what they look like upright. I don't, Tony. I don't use the Thoth or the Thoth tarot. I've looked into it. It seems like there's a lot of symbols. It seems like there's a lot of information to glean from looking at the deck. It seems like a good deck, though. But no, I don't personally use that one. So, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Magician. So when I see the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Magician in reverse, friendship with this person, I feel like can be, maybe it's hit or miss. I'm wondering if this person has, maybe they're really chill. So I'm just going to say there could be emotional regulation problems, or there could be someone who's maybe impulsive with doing things. It feels like someone who could charge headlong into something and maybe not be thinking, or someone who is just the opposite of that and being more like an extreme way of thinking, where they either go all in or they don't do anything at all. It could feel like that kind of energy. So their feelings about you, if I see the Magician in reverse, that to me isn't the best card to have, because feelings, that could be someone who might be out to trick you or might be out to like stress you out in some way, shape, or form. Look at their words, their actions, and how they affect you on an emotional way, and what do you feel when they're not around versus when they are around. Do you feel drained? Do you feel like they're kind of a lot to handle? Nine of Pentacles in reverse on what do they think about you. That to me is saying that maybe this person has a hard time thinking about you in a context that's like, my screen's going out there. But this person could be someone who just has a hard time being around other people, or has a hard time being with people. So it feels like company or just people in general can be difficult for this person. I'm wondering if they wear a mask, or I'm wondering if they're introverted, like extremely introverted, but they act like they're extroverted, or I'm wondering if there's part of themselves that they're pretending with. Because it feels to me like there's parts of this person that haven't been shown to you. And I don't know exactly what that means for you, but it seems, I get a sense that this person is either secretive or they're hiding something. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling there. Yoshi, stop. Sorry, he wants to eat the electric spaghetti. We don't let him eat the electric spaghetti because he gets a little electrocuted, so we don't want to do that. But is that making sense, Cassandra? A little confusing, I know, but I would say just watch how you feel around this person, because maybe there could be things that aren't being said between the two of you. Just see kind of what's going on. Don't act overly suspicious, but something tells me this person's hiding things. I don't feel like it's necessarily the worst things ever, but it just feels like, why hide something? Why hide something? But again, that's what I'm feeling there, so. Oh. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna go to sometimes you wonder if she feels the same. So if you feel good with her, that's great. It does feel to me like they're carrying something with them. So kind of see what's going on with them, and if it's something, yeah, like if it could be a long friendship. It could be. Hey there, Nadia. If you'd want to get me on the next live, you could. I'm kind of closing down the readings here. I actually should put this away too to make it that way. Unless it's an emergency question. Oh, that's what that is. It's the laptop. Okay. There we go. That's why that looked so weird. I'll do this here. Sorry about that, Nadia. Like I said, unless it's an emergency, I'm going to say I will see you on Tuesday. Hopefully you can understand that. Okay. All right, so your turn is right now, Shweta, so go for it. What's your question? So we have Shweta, and then we have White Angel, and then we have Angelino. If you guys want to ask all your questions now, then I can get to them individually. Like I can go from one to the next to the next. So, yeah, if you want to post them now, go for it. Okay. You're okay, Shweta. You're all right. That is a good question, Angelino. Okay, so let's do that. All right, Shweta. So, will you be able to go to Kota in June for NEET preparation? And is it beneficial for you to go? NEET is a medical entrance exam. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's look at that. Will you be able to go to Kota for your NEET preparation? Okay, so I'll do two. Basically, I'll do one card for each of those questions there. Will you be able to go to Kota in June for your NEET preparation? And is it beneficial for you to go? So will you be able to go to Kota in June for NEET preparation? I get the Queen of Wands. So that's a really good card to have. I would say do it. I get this card though. Is it beneficial for you to go? I get the Star card in reverse, which to me is saying that there could be some difficulties or there could be some obstacles surrounding this decision. I feel like it would be in your best interest to go and to try and do this. because we do get this card. Queen of Wands is a really, really good card to have. They're happy, they're celebrating, they're a passionate person. I would say go and see what's going on. The Star card in reverse is saying there could be delays, or there could be something going on where it might not go the way we necessarily want it to, but I feel like it would be a good experience regardless. But I feel like, yeah, I would say if it's something you're wanting to do, I would say go for it. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing there for you, Shweta. Hopefully that helps you, and I'm going to go to Angelino's question here. So I would say it's beneficial for you to go, but if things get delayed, we can go from there. So I'm going to read Angelino, and then White Angel, you're the last one on the list. So if you want to type your question now, White Angel, I'll get to you right after Angelino. You're very welcome, Shweta. And thank you again for the cowboy hat. I appreciate it. And thanks everyone for being patient. I know it takes me a while, but I do get to you guys in the end, I promise. Okay, so Angelino is wanting to know if they'll make some good connections soon. Let's see here. So we get these two cards right here, Angelino. We get the Queen. We get the Queen of Cups in reverse, and we get the Five of Cups in reverse. Keep feeling and keep going through what it is that you're going through, Angelino. I know there can be times where this can be difficult, and I know there can be times where this can feel just hard in general, finding people we resonate with. Queen of Cups in reverse is a card that I would say there's still emotional parts of yourself that need to be expressed. The Divine Feminine, being passive, understanding the self, and letting your mind focus on what it is that you need to achieve instead of focusing on what others are doing or how others are getting along. I feel like you need to put some more energy into yourself and what it is that you're becoming personally. The Five of Cups in reverse I don't view as a negative card, but it's kind of like you need to step out of your comfort zone and try some new things. If you're wanting to have friends or connections, we need to do things that are uncomfortable. We have to. I want to be a hermit forever, so I don't have to do that, so that's great. But for you, it sounds like that's something you want to have. So if that's the case, you need to try doing activities, maybe things that you're even vaguely interested in, if there's nothing around you that you're really interested in, but have something that you go out and that you do so you can meet new people. Have something that you can bond with people over, and especially if it's a hobby or a class, other people are going to be in it the same way as you are, and they're going to have questions. You know, if it's a hobby or a class, when you go there, people are excited to learn, they're excited to do it that way. So, hey Nadia, I'll be on again on Tuesday, and we can go from there. I'm done with questions, paid or free for the night, so I'll be on Tuesday though. Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so, and no, I would still charge the $4.99. Good, you've been putting yourself out there and adventuring new grounds. Perfect, perfect. The more you do it, the easier it starts to get. But that needs to be something you do. I know it's not comfortable. Awesome. Funny you said classes. I've been doing dance classes. Perfect. Perfect. And what's good is that hey there, Chantel. It's such a good way to develop confidence, self-esteem, and when those things are more developed, you're going to have more confidence meeting people. And in classes or those kinds of environments, people are going to be relaxed and more open to communicate about the things that they're interested in. So it sounds to me like you're doing a good job. Eventually things get easier, things find a way to work themselves out for you, but you just have to be willing to venture out. You have to do that. And it sounds like you are, so I would say keep going. I think the sky's the limit, so. Yeah, so let that be something you do. Have it be a relaxed environment, and that's why hobbies, classes, meetup groups, things like that are interesting and fun to do because people are in that mindset of having fun. And so they're more open to communicate, they're more open to talking. So hopefully that helps answer that question for you, Angelino. You're doing good. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, your next question is what ETA thinks about you. Let's look. What does ETA think about you? You're very welcome, Angelino. Thank yourself, too. It sounds like you're taking some big steps. Big but good, right? All right. And happy to see you again, Angelino. I'm going to be on, like I said, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Tuesday through Friday. So hopefully I see you on the lives. Hopefully you can join in. I missed having your energy on there, so let's do this here. So, White Angel. White Angel is good. I love that you're feeling pretty good. That's awesome. See, you get out there, you do things to help boost your confidence, your self-esteem, or just to help connect with people or to ground yourself. All of that's really good stuff. And it's crazy how those simple changes can make such a big difference. But they do. They make a huge difference. Okay, what does ETA think about you? So what does ETA think about White Angel? All right, what does ETA think about White Angel? Awesome, Angelino, awesome. Hopefully we get the old crew back together. We can go from there. But you have a good one, Angelino. Like I said, I'm going to do White Angel's reading, and then I'm going to call it good for the night. But, yeah, I hope to see you next week, my friend. What does ETA think about White Angel? Okay. We get the Empress. We get the Empress in reverse right here. And we get the Hanged Man. So I would say maybe you've been in a relationship with ETA before. Paths have crossed, maybe. And it didn't work out. But when I see the Empress in reverse and the Hanged Man, it feels like you're not seeing something from their perspective. Or there's been something that's blocking the energy from you seeing things from their perspective. It feels like there's a disconnect with the energy. So what do they think about you? You too, Angelino. What do they think about you is I feel you're in separation. So that would make sense. Okay. So the Empress in reverse with the Hanged Man. There's still going to be time where you guys are going to be in separation. Both of these cards are major arcana. And when the Empress is in reverse, it feels like they're needing their space. Desperately, they're needing their space. Hopefully you give them that, White Angel. Because they need to work on themselves. They need to see what's going on here. But right now, it feels to me like the only way I would say they're thinking about you is ways that things could have gone better, or ways that things could have been maybe possibly worked out on, but it doesn't feel like they're looking at you as a, like going back into that situation, at least not right now. And the Empress in reverse is pretty, It's pretty telling of someone who is, they're really just trying to figure things out, but there could also be influences around her making it so that it's harder for her to sort her emotions out. I don't know if she has supportive people around her, but that could be something there. Hey there, Libra Synth. Yes, we're missing one of them. We got 3 cats, a dog. That's it. 3 cats, a dog, and me on Mondays when I haven't had my coffee. I'm definitely one of those animals. So, I can go for that. So, alright everyone. I'm going to call it good for tonight. We will have Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 9 or 10, maybe a little bit after 10. And then that'll be for Tuesday to Friday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to about 10. You're welcome. You're welcome, White Angel. Thank you for saying that. But I'll see you guys, okay? Everyone take care, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday, okay? Toodaloo, everyone, and Chantel, have a good one. Cassandra, Angelino, everybody, really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. And Libra Synth, appreciate you.